What is up, Olympians? We have got an RC car that I have just been waiting to get my hands on. Number one for looks, and number one because it looks good. Anyways, you all know I hate shocks that are not oil filled. Those are going to go. But before they do, we're going to be doing something exciting. I'm going to be introducing something this episode that will be the benchmark for all RTRs that I test. Yes, we are working with the FMS FCX24 Power Wagon in its stock configuration. Sweet. I love full-size actual spares. It looks so much better than the little fake thing that's smaller than the wheel on the 4M. So I do love this. I'm going to talk about this really quickly. 2-speed transmission, everybody knows about this because this truck is not new on the market. It's a quality rig. It is a quality rig. And before I throw these next speed upgrades on it, I'm going to kind of keep those for the episode where I upgrade it. Before I throw those on it, it's going to be our very first scored RTR truck. Now, I'm going to talk about these really quick. FMS versus Hobby Plus. They are almost identical. There's a little bit different here. The wheel is different. And most importantly, the knobs and the buttons. I like the knobs a lot better, but I'm not going to complain. So anyways, I'm going to grab you guys and show you this. All right, here we have the Fun Factor board. So all RTRs that I test, this is going to be the first one. All RTRs are going to get a score. A perfect score is a 5. So score rankings will go up 1/10 of a point. So a 0.1, a 0.2, a 0.3, a 0.4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 1.1, 1.2. You guys get the gist. The categories on there I will reveal at the later point in the episode after I have run this. Once it's run, it's going to get a score, which my goal in doing that is to help educate you to make better purchases if you're wanting a good RTR rig for yourself, for your kids, for your spouse, for whoever really. That's the goal. It's just information. It's a score. It is going to give us our top 10 RTR crawlers out of the box. So stay tuned for this. I'm going to get this guy tested and scored. Now keep in mind, some of these categories are kind of opinion based as what it's like to drive. You might have different ones, so it's not like it's hard true facts. It's all, here's my thoughts, here's how it performed. Now, unfortunately, this one is going to be driven on some rocks that don't know where yet. You'll see. But the ultimate goal, I'm working on it, is a course in my backyard that they will all be able to hit the same lines on, so it'll be a fair test. But for now, the Fun Factor board, Fun Factor score, is going to have an RTR category and then another category which will remain secret until I get that episode out. I'm all very excited for this, so very excited for it. Let's go get a run on the Power Wagon, get it a score, and get a rating. Catch you guys out there. Here at my favorite rock, I didn't even recognize it without all the bushes. But I mean, just look at this thing. The Evo hill. I'll have to come up with a name for that obstacle because it's beastly. The Evo can make it up that. This will not. So we're just gonna start it up here. It does look so good though. Ooh-wee. Okay, that's a different line. But the short wheelbase, it's just gonna roll back on. Yep. That short wheelbase kills it. It is freezing. It's 35 degrees right now. I'm cold. But having a lot of fun, so I haven't been out driving in quite a while, so. Now, I will say this, I am not counting on this truck making it up this at all. The Evo Pro did stock. Barely. But this here, the wheelbase is just too short. Yeah, it's just gonna keep rolling on me. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Yep, there's just no way. That's just gonna flip. There we go. Ooh, there we go. That was awesome. Drag brake is stellar. All right, this is like my favorite place to do like extreme side hill stuff. The Evo Pro obviously handled this no problem. Let's see how this guy does on it. Oh, nope. One more try. Now, I will say, I think this is let down by the lack of oil-filled shocks. I think if it had oil-filled shocks, it would be able to keep planted there. Good. The FMS. FJ didn't make it up that. And it has better tires. Making it nicely. Now this one gets a lot of trucks, but this made the turn. Short wheelbase helps it turn a little sharper, but I think it hinders it more than it helps it. This is going to be real close. Oh, yep. Put a lot more scratches on this. The tire fell off. I'm leaving it off. The sun totally came out. It's still cold. A little bit of a different line. Try to find some success. And it got it. Sweet. Again, another test of the drag brake. Great drag brake. Except for that. See if we can make this. This is pretty challenging for a rig like this. Oh, yep, it's too short. It's too short. enough grit and determination, it will make it up. Welcome back into the studio, you guys. Let's get this one wrapped up with a fun factor score. But first, go hit that subscribe button. If you have friends, send them the channel link, tell them to subscribe. Let's get everybody subscribed. Let's do it. Back to the fun factor board. We are doing 5 categories for this. The first of which is quality. I think this thing is a very quality built thing. Everything feels nice and tight and tough on it, with the exception of the wiper blades, and the snorkel could be something that could break. And the springs are crap. I hate those things, which I should have really docked it for like 25 points on that, but I'm going to be a little nice. I gave it a 4.6 on the quality scale. 4.6 on quality. I think the important things are there. Shocks are super easy to replace, but just put oil-filled shocks on your rigs, please, please. Second category is value. Now keep in mind, sales and discounts are not applied to the fun factor board when it comes to value. Value is what is its retail price, and am I getting my money's worth? Yes, in this case, I think you are. I give it a 4.5 on the value. 2-speed transmission, pretty decent electronics. We'll see if the servo lasts. Yeah, 4.5. The third category, performance. Now, we all want our RTRs to perform, because we just do. I remember getting the Evo Pro out for the first time and being like, holy crap, I haven't done a single thing to this. This is performing insanely good. So in my mind, that is the highest RTR right now. So everything I do is compared against that. This performed a 3 against the Evo Pro. So 3. This short wheelbase, it just rolls over. It's side hill, it is a little top heavy. So it's got a 3. Now as for looks, I adore this thing. It looks so good. I gave it a 4.8 on looks. I think it is just amazing looking. So 4.8 for the looks. Last category is, what is the aftermarket like? What upgrades are available? What parts are available? And what it's like to kind of work on it. It's not hard to work on. I've had easier ones. I've also had harder ones. I think the aftermarket's pretty decent. I gave this a 4. 4 for the aftermarket stuff. I do have a set of Batrazi tracks I'm going to be hooking up to this, so you're going to want to stay tuned for that. Hopefully it snows and I can get a good episode on that. If not, I'm just going to drive it through the mud. But if my calculations are correct, 4.6, 4.5, 3, 4.8, and 4 give us a total of 20.9. So the FMS FCX24 Power Wagon set the bench, or the bar, set the bar at a 20.9. Well done, little Power Wagon. It was a blast driving you. Can't wait to get these upgrades on it and go drive it some more. Anyways, we will wrap the episode up right there. Thank you for tuning into Mount Olympus RC. Please subscribe if you haven't already. If you have friends or buddies or people in your group that haven't subscribed, please share the channel. Yeah, if you want to see me test an RTR, let me know which one you want me to test. If you want me to test one that you make, manufacturers, send me some, and I will gladly test them for you, and it'll be awesome. Anyways, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.